I am here in Medjugorje and I'm with, what's your name?
John McCarthy.
And John, how often have you been in Medjugorje?
This will be about my fifth time, I'd say.
Fifth time.
Yeah,
Why do you
about
come
fifth.
back all the time?
Well, the peace in Medjugorje, I've never found it anywhere else. It's absolutely amazing. It's absolutely amazing, and even more so now at this time of the year. I was just speaking with the people that I came with. Like, we were back here in October, and it was packed. There was so many people here, but now it's very quiet, and you can just take all the peace in. It's so beautiful, very, very beautiful.
When did you hear the first time about Medjugorje and what did you think?
The first time I heard about Medjugorje would have been 5, 6 years ago, maybe more. And
What did you think at the time?
I don't know, to be honest with you, but at the time I was. That's a good question, Tom. Very good question. I was very interested in Medjugorje, but my two brothers, and my sister came out here, and they were telling me about it, and they got a lot from it. So I said, you know what, I'm going to go myself, and we ended up coming here. It was 5 or 6 years ago. My sister and my brother, just the three of us, flew out for a week, and that was about 5 or 6 years ago, and I wasn't back since. But last year, I started coming back, and this is my third time in 1 year. I can't get enough of it. It's amazing.
Why is that so that you can't get enough of it?
The peace, Tom, is just. I've travelled all over the world, and I've never found the peace that's in Medjugorje.
And how would you describe it to somebody who hasn't been here?
How would I describe it? Very good question. It's you can feel the peace. You can actually feel it. You know, the peace is just. It's so good. You can actually, the minute you come into Medjugorje, you can actually feel the peace. It's so peaceful. But I was here in May of this year, and I came out with a group of people. Here for a week, I had a beautiful week. Beautiful week. Before I came out, a lot of things going on in my life wasn't great. And the last day I woke very, very early in the morning. Dawn in the morning. We were leaving early enough that morning anyway, but I woke really, really early. But I kind of know now why I woke so early. It was Our Lady calling me. Came to this statue over here behind us.
Yeah, there she is, beautiful.
And I came over in just thank Our Lady for bringing me out to Medjugorje. I had such a beautiful week. And I had a very, very that's more like a Tom.
Yes, there you
But
go.
yeah, I came over to the statue.
Yeah.
Sorry, came over to the statue and just in thanksgiving for Our Lady bring me out to having such a lovely week. Because to be honest with you, I had a very hard time of it before I came out. You know, my marriage was broken up and things, and not seeing my kids so much, it really hurted me, to be honest with you. Really feeling down. My heart was in a million pieces. And I came over to this statue behind us, and Our Lady, I could feel Our Lady telling me, an inner voice telling me, your heart will be healed through adoration. Our Lady told me this. So it was absolutely amazing. This wasn't the last day of the trip. Wasn't at the beginning, the end. Oh, this was when I was going home. But Our Lady told me, she said, your heart will be healed through adoration. So it was amazing. When she told me that was just amazing. You know,
And did you do that when you went back to Ireland? You started to do
Oh, we've a bit to go yet. I'll get to that part, Tom. I went back to Ireland and I started going to adoration, and don't get me wrong, I got a lot from adoration, but I wasn't getting this promise that I got from our Blessed Mother. You know, but still going to adoration, not really thinking a big lot of it. But as time went on, I was like, where's this promise I got in Medjugorje? The Blessed Mother told me, and so as time went on, I didn't really think a whole lot more of it, to be honest with you. But a few weeks ago, I went on a retreat with Father Brendan Walsh. I don't know if you've heard of him, Tom.
Yes, I did.
Yes, himself and Eileen King. Very good retreat. And I was offered on, actually, a man that I met here in Medjugorje in October gone. First time meeting him, and he offered me to the retreat. So I went on to the retreat anyway and had a brilliant first day. Came into the second day. We were doing adoration, and I don't know what came over me. I just felt very hard to explain. Very, I don't know, emotions all over the place, and I was really, I was in front of our Lord in adoration, and I really, I was saying to our Lord, I was telling him about this promise that his mother gave me in Medjugorje. I really put it. Oh, sorry. Really,
okay,
yeah.
keep going.
But
Yeah.
I kneeled down in front of our Lord, and very, very powerful. You know what I mean? I just really put it to him, like I said, our Lord, your mother promised me. I told him exactly as it was, and whoa, I tell you, I got up anyway, and Father Brendan Walsh, he was praying over everyone. Now, I've been prayed over a lot of times, but I've never been, what do they call it?
Resting in the Spirit.
Resting in the Spirit, that's what it's called. But that's never ever happened to me.
Yeah.
I've been out here, as I said, a lot of times, and a lot of different priests praying over me, and never ever happened. A couple of weeks before that, I'd Father Leon and Father Frankie. I don't know if you probably met Father Frankie, Tom. He was praying over the two of them at the one time. I was thinking, if it's ever going to happen, it's going to happen here. You know what I mean? But the two of those was praying over me. A lot of different priests prayed over me. But that night, before I went up, I said to our Lord, how I'll know it'll happen tonight. And I went up, and Father Brendan Walsh put his hands. I just went out like a light. There was men behind me, and I was talking to them afterwards. They said, you never even fell. He said that your legs just went straight. I just straight out, boom. Well, the experience when I hit the floor, I cannot put into words. The feeling up through my body was just absolutely amazing. I never felt anything in my life like it. It was just, I can't put it into words. Well, after it happened, I got up, and I couldn't even talk. Could not talk. Next day, we were staying in the retreat. It was a 3-day retreat. We had accommodation things there. Got up next day, came down, and I was looking for Father Brendan. Finds him and Eileen, and I was trying to explain to them what happened the night before and the run up from here in Medjugorje to that night. And I could not talk. I was lost for words. I was still in
That state of grace.
Yeah. I couldn't explain to them what happened until later that day. Later that day, I even had to sit down and really take my time to explain to them. Now, that time in May that I got this word from Our Lady, he was in Medjugorje that time in May, Father Brendan. Yeah, he was in it, yeah. And I was explaining to him everything that happened, the best I could because I'm still lost for words. But just amazing, absolutely amazing.
Can you describe it now a bit? Were you conscious?
I was, how can I explain to him? Father Brendan was praying over me, but it was like he was a million mile away. I couldn't really, I cannot put it into words, Tom. Could not explain to you, but it was just the feeling I had up through my body. It was
Like
just,
electricity, something?
I, I, it's just like it came up through my body. I wouldn't say electricity. I wouldn't have words for it.
Like warmth?
No,
You can't describe.
I cannot. I haven't got. I haven't.
You all have to experience now.
Yeah, yeah. It's something I haven't. I couldn't put it into words. The only thing I can say was amazing. That's the only thing I could say. But
Kind of what Jesus said, rebirth in the Spirit?
yes, yeah, it was just amazing. But why I'm here in Medjugorje now at this moment, before all this happened, I promised Our Lady I would come back in Thanksgiving, and now I'm here in Medjugorje, the 16th of December, and I am I'm so grateful and thankful. It's just unbelievable, and I'll be back again. Medjugorje won't get rid of me.
And what happened afterwards? Did your life change now? Or?
Do you know what? I felt so much better and so much different.
Yeah.
You know, just a different man. Different man.
More in peace, more in joy?
Yes.
More in the flow?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
You could let go of things you
Correct.
didn't have to control
Yeah,
anymore?
yeah, exactly. Feel so much better. Amazing.
You pray the rosary?
Every day.
Every day. Why? What is
Every
so
day.
powerful about the rosary?
The rosary, what is so changed my life. The rosary changed my life.
In which way?
Like in everything. And when I look back now, I'm praying the rosary roughly about 10 years, and it just changed me completely. Praying it every day, and it's just amazing.
It grounds you more?
It does, and you know what? You're just a different person. You're doing things differently. You're staying away from sin. You're a different person. You pray the rosary every day, and you'll see a difference in yourself.
Yes, that's for you guys.
That's what for any of your listeners. That's what I'd have to say. You'll see the difference. It's amazing.
Wow, every day you pray? One, two, three?
Every day, well, at least one.
At
least one, yeah.
And what do you tell people who are scared to go to confession? Medjugorje is about confession.
What would I say about confession? I'd say confession is absolutely amazing. I just came from confession there before Mass, and when the Mass, I went from that and then went to Mass, and do you know what? It was just amazing. You've all your baggages left behind you, and you're a fresh new man.
I can
You know
see
what I mean?
that in
Yeah,
you,
it's
you know?
it's amazing.
Fresh,
yeah,
that's right, freshness,
yeah,
no?
yeah, that's it.
Clarity.
Yeah. It's just so beautiful. It's
You're freeing.
yeah. You're free. You've no longer all this baggage around you. And you're just starting afresh again and going forward. And the more you go to confession, if you're struggling with particular things and you're going to confession, you leave those things behind you. You know, you'll stop.
So true. And now we say in our faith, when we are in a state of grace, we can go to Holy Communion. What is Holy Communion for you?
Holy Communion for me is everything. Absolutely everything. Going up, receiving our Lord, and especially in the state of grace as well, which you have to be, because you're receiving Jesus Christ. You know, you're not receiving, as people think, a bit of bread or, you know, you're receiving our Lord, and you need to be in a state of grace. And for anybody that's listening or will be watching this video, do not, if you think that you're in any way in sin, do not go up and receive. Go to confession first. You need to be in a state of grace, because you're doing yourself more harm going up receiving our Lord whilst not being in a state of grace.
Yes, because you have to fit. You have to be pure to receive purity.
Exactly.
And you made the experience when you live in the intention, thy will be done in my life, that you're much more happy?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And what
definitely.
did you learn in Medjugorje in general here for you?
What
would
would
you
I've
say?
learned in general? It's a good question now, Tom. You have to get me on that one. I've learned a lot of things, but I think mostly what I've learned is continuous, um, continuous confession and adoration is key. Yeah,
Adoration is key. It changes.
yeah, yeah,
Like Our Lady said, the
yeah,
promise
yeah.
she made you will change. And
Yeah,
I
yeah,
see it in you. You're much
yeah,
more.
yeah.
You look
Oh,
younger,
yeah.
fresher.
You're full of compliments.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I do. To be honest with you, Medjugorje has changed my life. I think it's
In which
really
way?
like I don't know. I feel a lot of peace each time I come here. Something, something's happened, and something. It's very. It's. You have to catch me for words now. But
And what would you tell people why come to Medjugorje one time?
um, what? Why would I tell them to come to Metro? Because
Yeah.
our blessed
When you come back now, what do you
our,
tell? Why
our
should they come here?
because our blessed mother is here 100%. There's no shadow of a doubt. Our Lady's here.
How would you describe it to somebody who hasn't been here that she's here? How do you know
How
that?
would I describe it? I can feel it. I can feel it.
It's a feeling in the
Uh,
heart.
there's no if, buts, or maybes. You know what I mean? You can feel it. She is here. There's no shadow of a doubt.
And you feel it's a school here that you learn every time something?
Yeah,
Because people
yeah.
say Medjugorje is the school of Our
And
Lady.
it is, yeah. And you know what? You meet new people every time you come here, and it's amazing. Every time you're meeting people, and you know what? You're learning as well. They're telling you things that you've probably never heard before. But it's amazing, and I've met some amazing people here as well.
So true.
It's absolutely
You want to greet somebody in Ireland?
not that I can think of, but we'll leave it at that, Tom.
Yes,
and
I say thank you for the interview. Yeah.
yeah.
You wanted to say something?
Yeah,
Is there anything else on the heart?
Yeah, just say anybody is thinking about coming to Medjugorje, think no more. Just come. You will not regret it.
Wow.
Yeah,
Thank you for that
it's amazing.
beautiful interview.
Yeah, no problem anytime. God bless.